It is March 28th, 2025, and we are live tonight with a show that's going to make you hungry.
Hey, Dan, do you know we're doing a show about pizza tonight? Maybe you should join us. He's like, no.
Dan does not want any of that internet fame that we are just so awesome.
I know. We're like so internet famous.
I know. We're so internet famous that when I go to the grocery store, I tell people I'm famous, and they're like, okay.
I'm so internet famous that.
Is that a shirt with James on it says I'm internet famous?
What did Dan say?
Oh my God! Okay, don't talk about it anymore, Dan. That's something good to say. Hey,
I totally want to know what he said now.
I know. Now you don't know what he said, so you can't watch replay.
I'll have to crank it up and like super examine it. I'm sharing. Are you sharing? Are you sharing? Or are you typing now?
Yes, I'm working on it. I just was having a small conference with the pizza expert here about that needs to happen.
This is what I heard when you said with the pizza expert here. I heard, like, really? Well, here who owns a pizza place?
Well,
I'm not raising my hand.
He's made more pizzas than I've made pizzas.
True.
He's made a lot more pizzas than I have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that person did a bad cut on that Neapolitan. He was supposed to cut in the middle. He kind of cut like about 2 inches over. You should rewind that and watch that, James.
No, there's a countdown. I don't want to mess up time flow. It's dangerous.
It was funny because I'm like, wait a second. He just totally screwed that up.
You would know that. I wouldn't. I'm not sophisticated like you. Okay, I just did the sharing is caring. Look who's here.
Oh my goodness.
Let's show it. Hello, late night craft talk family.
Hello.
Pizza. Yummy. You should put a link for the pizza place. It's called Brooklyn Boys Pizza.
Hey, James.
Yes.
Is it live on all the places? Oh, there it is. Okay. I refreshed my page because it wasn't showing up.
Gotcha. I'm looking. I'm good. You can either way.
We are talking about pizza tonight.
Because this week was, and it ended yesterday, the International Pizza Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada.
It's like not only are we taking advantage of the opportunity to talk about the pizza place, but I want to talk about a couple pizza places that I actually know people at. So I kind of want to give a shout out to those people. So
I'm looking at this thing. My mom was reading off Pizza Facts, and I found a website with all kinds of stuff. 34 Pizza Facts. We're going to have to go through that tonight.
So the Pizza Expo, Brooklyn Boys Pizza.
All kinds of stuff. I'm looking at some things here.
City.
Yeah. I was going to do a Tony bit, but the script is gone. Let me try to recover it. Because dang, I spent some time on that. Oh, I do have it.
It's not popping up. Okay, I'm not able to tag. Oh, there's the Angel City. They're not popping up.
Oh, no.
AC Pizza. Are they going to pop up? No, they don't pop up.
I'm getting hungry. I'm seriously going to go order a pizza tomorrow for like lunch. My nephew works at this place, and I don't remember the name of it. Mom, if you're watching the show, come in here and tell me the name of the place. He works at this place off El Paseo in Palm Desert. It's an Italian restaurant. Their pizza is handmade. It's legendary. It's one of the fanciest places in Palm Desert, and it is so amazing. The Italian pizza they do. I mean, I have never tasted anything so good. The closest came was this place in Billings, Montana. Bozeman.
Cool.
So it was just amazing over this college campus or university campus.
Let's see. I'm trying to put the information for it, so I'm trying to write down the name of it.
Got it. I want to go over and I'm going to go grab a snack and refill my water. I'm going to give you a topic to discuss. Roman pizza in ancient Egypt. Discuss. Okay, I'll be back. I have to go get my drink. I don't hear anything about ancient Egypt or Romans.
Okay, let's see. I'm just sharing this right now. And shoot. Oh, look at all that pizza. So, guys, I'm so excited. Oh, yeah, I'll put a link for the pizza place. What a great idea, Maya. You're so smart. Okay, I'm going to put links for some pizza places that I know of. Okay, here's the first one. Brooklyn Boys Pizza. This is in Oceanside, California. You guys got to go check it out. It's pretty awesome. I personally really enjoy their pizza. I'm actually going to be enjoying some of their pizza tonight on the show. There's another pizza place that's in Venice. Angel City Pizza. And this is, let's see, here's their website. I'm going to share it. They actually were in the affected areas from the fires. And they're actually a New York style pizza place. So I'm going to share their website. So if you guys are ever in the Venice area, you got to go check out Angel City Pizza. That's their website. They are in Venice. Let me get the name of the other one. I just found out that my friend, Fire Forno, my friend from college, her husband, kind of like Dan, her husband has a partner and they have a pizza place. And I'm like, what the heck? This is so crazy. I've known her since I was in college and I saw her posting about the Pizza Expo. I was like, hey, you're going to the Pizza Expo. And I saw she had a shirt saying, so her place is Fire Forno. I saw her wearing a t-shirt that said women in pizza. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, are you in the pizza? You have a pizza shop? And she's like, yes, we do. I'm like, holy moly. Isn't that crazy? Such a small
That's cray. I'm back.
It's such a small world.
Yes.
We'll share those links again. But I just thought that was really cool. Oh, that pizza looks good. Look, it looks all shiny, crispy. This is making me want pizza right now, actually. And I have the pizza heating up right now.
Tell Dan if you want some pizza and see if he sighs again.
Hey Dan, can you deliver pizza to me? Can you be a pizza delivery boy right now? Oh, that guy's using a rolling pin. That's like a big no-no.
Really?
Well, it's kind of, yeah. I mean, people can use rolling pins. I've seen pizza makers use rolling pins, but usually they don't like to use rolling pins.
They just like to just flip it around and toss it as it goes out, like you see in the movies and cartoons.
Well, usually when they're making pizza, they put both sides. I mean, we could talk about this during the show.
Yeah, because I mean, there's game shows and survey shows.
You see that video? The guy's wearing gloves.
Yes.
So when you're making pizza here, at least in California or in San Diego, there's no requirement for gloves because basically that pizza that you're working on, I mean, of course, the employees wash their hands, but that pizza is going to go through a 500-degree oven for 10, 15 minutes. So that's going to kill whatever is on there.
Yeah. You get ready for countdown?
Yeah, see? Dan, you see? Just look. It probably could go, actually, it could probably go a little longer. Oh, it's melty though here. I'm going to do a cheese pull thing. I'm sure there's going to be a cheese pull on that.
Are you talking about the countdown or me? Or just 9, 8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
one. Woohoo! Let's
Showtime.
get this pizza going.
It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Svea and James Hermes. On tonight's show, everything pizza to celebrate the International Pizza Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. What's a pizza maker's favorite song? Slice, Slice, Baby. It's time to start the show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Craft Talk.
Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Hola. We got a teeny little lag tonight.
We're internet famous.
We're internet famous. We are.
Welcome, everyone. We do the show every Friday night, and it is mostly live. And obviously, tonight is live, and we're talking about pizza tonight because seriously. But if you like this show, make sure to like and subscribe to our show. Follow us on our Facebook pages, our YouTube channels, our Twitch channels, our Instagram accounts, all of our social media accounts. I know Dancing Bear is on X. We're also on Threads, and we're on TikTok. I mean, we're trying to be on everything that at least is going to be around for a bit. We'll see. But anyway, so hey, James,
Yes.
What's going on with Elk Rec Traders?
Wish we had all those channels. I actually formed a TikTok and stuff. We did a show a few years ago on it. And I'm so busy with college, I can only really do Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll stream to YouTube occasionally, but those are the ones I really get to with everything on that one. I mean, last night we were actually at Palm Springs. It's spring break in Palm Springs right now for the last couple of weeks and the next couple of weeks. And it's a busy, busy time of year. A lot of fun. If you want to go out there, do some great people watching, go out there and look for us. It's heck of a night, but we got windy last night. And occasionally we have what I call a people sighting. Now, granted, Palm Springs, it's famous, world famous. And occasionally you get some people of what's a polite term for staying very strange?
I don't know.
Different to alternate levels. How's that?
Yeah.
An alternative to present themselves. But this guy came over. Seriously, this is just so weird. When she went over and looked at our artist next to us that really does some neat stuff, and when he walked away, she's going, look at me, and I'm looking at her going. But the dude comes over, he's going literally like going walks up, looks at her stuff. She got a typewriter. She's turned into a lamp. It's really cool. And he goes, "Oh, you touch this? Oh, it cut me. It hurt. How about this? It works." And she goes, "Well, what? Just don't touch it." And he goes, "Yeah, that's a good idea. That's really neat." Goes off going, blah, 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 blah. He's got some dreads. I don't know how to describe his dress, but he's wearing headphones connect to a 1980s Sony Walkman with a cassette in it.
Wow.
I don't think that's even existed in some streets in some parts of the country in the 90s?
Kids
But I'm wondering
nowadays
what kind of music is he listening to? What decade he's going?
kids are like, what is this? What is this? What's a cassette?
Bingo. I still have some somewhere. I haven't owned a cassette player in a while, but I guess, did anybody ever tell him that Reagan's not in office anymore?
I do have a cassette player. Does
it work?
It's in one of those vintage style radios that's like it's a radio, it's a record player, and it's a tape player.
And it still works.
Yeah, it's not old. It's like, how there's that company that makes those like record players that look old?
Yes.
And
those are really cool looking.
Yeah, so I have one that it can play a record, it can play tape, and it also does radio.
I'm curious about that because I still have a VCR tape from some home movies I made when I was in high school. I'd like to put on, digitized.
I think you can actually, there's services where you can send a VHS tape and they will transfer it to digital media. And at this moment, though, people are saying that DVDs are starting to crater. which is really sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because you can't get all those movies on DVD. You can't get all those movies, some of them now.
I wonder how long a DVD actually lasts, honestly.
They said like 20, 30 years.
We're about getting there for some
I
of
know.
them.
I actually saw that, and people were saying that they're upset because the thing is that, like I said, some of those movies you just can't get anymore. They're not even available on V8 on the new Blu-ray. They're not available for streaming. So what's happening is that you basically, if you are unable to back up your actual DVDs onto a hard drive, like a solid state hard drive that doesn't deteriorate, you're going to lose all your movies that you bought, which really sucks. You paid people pay a lot of money for that.
That's exactly what I've been having to do. I mean, I really didn't buy a lot of DVDs. Once I've seen a movie, there's only a few I'll buy that if I really, truly like it. But everything is on, I mean, music, everything's all on flash drive and, accessible to the cloud, so I can access my phone anywhere. It's just like that small a world. Anyway, that's what's going on with Elk Traders.
That's a little bit of a digression.
Talk about a tangent there a little bit, a sidebar. But I'll be doing, when we get done, I got to do the update on the Ride 350, the Ride 300 miles in March. Exciting updates and some interesting ones. So, Svea, what's going on? I want to do this dramatically. Svea, can you tell me what is happening with Nancy Berry and Gene Trader?
Okay, you guys want to know?
Yes.
Do you really want to know? I'm keeping the secret. So the secret is that we are going to have ribbon. We're going to have 1.5-inch ribbon. We haven't had 1.5-inch ribbon or ribbon that we purchased at our store for probably about 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, because our supplier just doesn't have a good selection. And every time we would go to order red or black or white, they never had those sizes ever. And so it just got to be kind of ridiculous because every time we would go to place an order, we would send an order of what we want, and they never had anything. They sent us like a third of what we'd ordered. So it's just very frustrating. And so I found a factory, a ribbon factory, and we're actually ordering it ourselves. We're not buying it from that company anymore. We're importing it directly. This is our first item that we're actually importing directly from a factory, a manufacturing factory.
That's cool. But we got another question for you.
Yeah.
Where are we leaning over like this is a secret? We're whispering with everybody else on the internet.
Because it's funny and then maybe it's getting someone's attention.
You got my attention. I had to get closer. Go.
See? You're like, what's going on?
With that many people watching, which is quite a bit. Secret.
So, but that's really a huge deal for us. Like, we're so excited. It's something we wanted to do for a really long time.
Look who's on. Look who's on.
Oh my gosh. It's Vivian.
Vivian's in the house. Hi, Vivian. At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. So, exciting stuff is the ribbon, 1.5-inch ribbon. We're getting 100-yard rolls. We're also going to have ribbon sets. Actually, let me show you really quick so you guys can see what I'm saying, because I made a really cool video. And I'm going to put it right next to StreamYard tab. And I'm going to go to my profile and I'm going to show you guys. And I'm going to pause it so that it's starting up. Okay, you ready? I'm going to share it. Share screen. Okay, so this is my blurb here that says we're getting our ribbon soon. It's going to be here around mid-April, right after we get back from ASU. So this is kind of a cool little graphic I made. Endless inspiration. What you have been waiting for.
Why is did you do that?
Huh?
Look at our logo, our startup logos on the screen.
What?
Our startup logo's on the screen.
That's weird. Okay, wait, hold on. It's not showing mine. That's weird.
Let me just do a little, I'm going to remove it from the studio there. We can't accidentally hit it now that we've done it. Because people will watch me the countdown, the opening going, are we late? Am I late or what?
James, that's weird that happened because I shared my new. Okay, I shared.
I just put it. There we go.
Okay, so let me go back. Okay, I made this thing. This basically says what you have been waiting for. So there's lots of color. We are excited to have ribbon back in stock soon. And these are the color cards that I kind of chopped up to show you the colors we're going to get. We're going to have 12 colors in stock. At this moment, we're going to carry 12 colors, and then we're going to have those ribbon sets. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different ribbon sets, and there's going to be 5 yards of each color so that people don't have to buy a 100-yard spool of each color so that if they want to make a ribbon skirt, they don't have to buy a 100-yard roll for each color. So it basically is going to make it very affordable for people to make ribbon skirts.
That's awesome.
So that was pretty cool. I'm very excited about that. That's a huge thing. Next weekend is going to be ASU powwow, and I'm not going to be on live. James is going to be on next Friday, and hopefully he behaves. Right, James?
Well, I'll talk about the end of the show. We have one of the coolest co-hosts coming on because I already talked to the person, and we got our show picked out.
Okay.
And it won't be Babylonian Tupperware.
Okay.
But I'll not at the end of the show, but folks are going to be going, oh, yeah.
So FYI, we are going to be streaming the powwow for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be streaming the powwow. It's going to be on YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to watch any of the videos, it's actually all going to be streamed live. So it'd be just like you're there sitting in the MC stand. So that's coming up.
We'll be checking in during the swallowed beer. We'll be checking in during the show while it's streaming. We'll be coming in a couple times like we did this last year going, let's look at ASU Powwow, see if we can survey us somewhere in that crowd. I think I saw the top of your head last year.
I don't think you will see my head because usually I'm not in front of the camera. But
it was way out in the crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. So I really am excited about that. So ribbon. Oh, we're making the shawl kits. Not the shawl kits, the graduation stoles. We already started underway with that. So if you want graduation stoles, make sure to hurry up and place your orders because it takes us time to make them. And we're already in April. And that's just around the corner from graduation season. I mean, May and June is like crazy for graduation. So we've been trying to get prepared for that. So if you do need graduation stoles, don't wait too long. We're in the process of starting to make a bunch of them. We're sending a whole bunch of maroon and black in to be processed. So that's the fun. Okay.
Okay, I'm just get ready here for the update. Okay. We got an update for the Ride 300 Miles in March thing. Okay, folks, this has been an adventure. Okay. I did a live video for those of you who see me on Facebook. I did a live video earlier just with an update. I'm going to cover that now, maybe a few more details. So I started this thing. I found out about, let's see, we're the 4th week of March. We're almost to the end of March. Matter of fact, we're really, this Tuesday is April, which reminds me, Svea. It's almost April.
Oh, it is.
And I think there's something I need to tell you since we're already almost to the 4th month of the year.
It's almost the 4th month of the year.
We're almost to April. We're a third of the way through the year. It's March. I'm pregnant.
Well, just so you know, everyone, James, the month of April is James' special month.
No, but I was referring to and going to the pregnant thing was to say because it's April Fool's Day coming up Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Matter of fact, just remember, we usually do an April Fool's Day show. I was hoping you fall for with the pregnant thing, and so I can say April Fool's and lead into it. But you're like, no, it's James's special month. Whereas Bus gets a little bit shorter this one month of the year, and then gets a little bit longer.
You know what? I just have had so much on my plate to think about April Fool's Day. I love April Fool's Day. I think it's so much fun, but I have had a lot on my plate.
I bet there's a lot of dinner at that buffet. Okay. So under that sidebar, I was hoping you would catch on to that and we would have a little fun with it, but that didn't happen. Anyway, so the Ride 300 Miles in March for American Cancer Society. You get on your bike and you ride minimum 300 miles to raise funds. And I was looking at updates, and I actually have an update that is less than 5 minutes old, but let's go ahead and bring it in. So I started this thing just as something, set a goal and saying, hey, somebody could do something good, ride for them. And as the month has progressed, it's become a little bit more personal because it seems starting the first week of March, found out a friend. So yeah, friend has cancer. Oh shit. Sorry.
James, you have to put a $200 bill in the jar. $200 bill.
I have a $2 bill on my desk somewhere.
No, not two. $200 bill.
Okay. I got
Yeah.
some papers in the over here. My apologies, folks, who watch this. But it's airing that frustration of the moment, knowing that. But a friend out there, I'm going, oh no. So maybe it's the timing. Second week, somebody I know diagnosed with cancer, and I'm going, I got to ride for them. I mean, maybe this is kind of important. But then, like last night, I had a friend. When I started Pals was with him. When I used to dance Pals, this guy's dance with me started at the same time. And he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and I found out last night. Roundabout, I haven't talked to this person in 15 years. Need to go call him up, but it hit me. I mean, third or fourth week, third person. And I mean, I got the 1,000-yard stare for a while. I still did this morning. And it's just like, what is the timing on this? And to be cycling 300 miles in March for this. I wanted to bike another extra 50 miles by Monday for him, just to show support. But I can't when I have bikes to keep on breaking. Now we're past that part. We got that part in the air. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. So there's been a lot of biking, obviously, doing this. It's great. But about a week ago today, if you watched the show last week, and I was actually doing the show from the cab of my truck, because my Boy Scout venture crew, we went out and biked almost 10 miles out to Lake Cahuilla, bike packing. I had the gear loaded up and everything. And I mentioned that I had a little fall. I have it on video. I'm going to air it tonight. First off, let me show you right quick the fun group. Let me do a little present. Screen. Tire screen. This one. Go. Okay. Here is the group. That I won't identify the youth, but that's a good friend right there named Amy DiBallo. And there's me right there with my taco jersey and one of the bikes. So this is the group we have right there. Fun group. Okay. We've done that. And it has to show the little share thing. Let's see if I hide on that one. That's professional. So that's the group right there. Let me bring up the incident. Let me get it up here. Video file. And it's got to be in a weird venturing through bike. Okay, there it is. All right. I'm going to pause it real quick, give a little background what's going on. And it's totally not playing the video.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Okay, good. StreamYard's being weird tonight. It's the second time, and now it's on my end. All right. So first off, I described how the pannier, which is the bag that's on the back rack, and you'll see it. The pannier, dog's barking, I bet. So the pannier somehow came loose or got snagged or something, caught up in the spokes of the wheel, hit that, pulled it, broke both latches on the pannier that go on the back rack. These are heavy-duty latches. And it came off, hit, almost froze the tire, and I went ka-thunk. Let's watch the action. Okay, let's back up stair.
Somebody block traffic on me.
In the street.
What the just happened?
Your foot's still.
Yeah, we're good.
Got it?
Something just blew on me.
Yeah.
We let this go for a few more seconds, but there she is grabbing the pannier. Amy's grabbing it,
What just
waving
happened?
somebody on.
I don't know.
Of course, she said Mr. Sprinkle's the unicorn in the front, always do.
Did you pop a chain?
Yeah.
So that is the great fall that happened. Because part of it was that the bike happened so quick, I was getting my foot unclipped and, unclipped from the clip pedals. And then one didn't quite go enough because of the way the chain was, it kind of caught the pedal and went down. So that's falling down. There's another incident this week. It just, the challenges this month are nuts. Because I'm out cycling last Tuesday. I'm going to knock out about 20 miles. I'm in about, it's like 10 or 12 miles. And the bike starts popping gears. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take it real light and finish this ride. And I get over this busy intersection. Now, when I get up to an intersection, I have this habit. I'll sit there and it's a red light. I'm in the bike lane. And I look behind me and I say, well, hi, people. Like being friendly is also primarily say, hi, notice me, I'm here, even though I'm right in front of you. And I tell them, hey, I'm going this way and this way. So they know at this section. I've been hit by a car a month ago or 5 weeks ago. I'm cautious. I'm a big moving target on two wheels. So I do that and they're like, okay. So light turns green. I do a medium pedal, just go up there, kind of light, so I won't pop gears. Chain goes off. Feet are going, woo! There's nothing to unclip because I'm just pedaling with nothing, no resistance. Can't get unclipped and go plunk in the intersection with the cars in front of me. Unclip quick. I mean, within 3 seconds, I'm unclipped, back up, and headed over the curb, going grumble, 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 bad word, bad word. And dude, let's just say if it was like the video, you would be hearing a lot of ding, 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 ding from a bell. Get over check and went, this bike is a death trap right now. So I ride it back, sidewalks and drop bike trails, back to my house, load it in my truck, go over to the local bike shop. They look and went, yeah, you need a new front and rear cassette and chain. When you use this thing, you've used this thing a lot, we can tell. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a little rough on them, jumping bikes and stuff. So as that's getting fixed, and I won't have it until Wednesday next week. Well, the last day of the month's Monday. I still at the time had another 52 miles to go.
Wow.
Yeah, by the time this was done, like 60 something miles. So I borrowed a bike, and I'm using one that's called a fat bike. The belongs to my Boy Scout Venture Crew. They're mountain bikes with really wide tires, and it's carbon fiber frame. And I decided to use that today because of the wind, because I'm pedaling in 30 to 40 mile winds today. And all the little challenges today. I had to ride back, cut the ride short. Made 15 miles today, almost 16. I had to cut it short because both tires were going flat.
Wow.
Really? I borrowed my friend's bike, and it's like the pedals aren't real great. And now this happens. I'm like, what the heck?
Just a thought. I think that people will understand if you don't make it, but if you maybe start walking in place. If you have to make the 300 miles, 500 miles?
300 miles.
So are you almost there?
As of today. Good lead in. Folks, as of today, let me get it up. Where are you? I have it ready. As of today. Dang it. Okay. That's not it. I had the little graphic thing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. And bear with us, folks. There's a lot of little moving parts. And I don't know what's showing it. Okay, there it is. Folks, as of today, we have a lot of things to queue up on videos and pictures and stuff that we keep on there, and my camera was blocking it. So as of today, with the 50 miles I rode, I'm not giving up. And then two, sometimes things copping, they're worth fighting for. And the closer to that finish line, the more you got to fight for it. It just makes it all that much sweeter, is the way I see it. Folks, as of today, it keeps on doing that. What the heck? As of today, I'm 16 miles short of 300 miles.
Wow. That's a good job.
It is. I could have this thing done tomorrow, depending on how many tires I have to buy, because I went out to the bike shop and bought 3 tubes. So I have a couple spares. Anyway, with an update with that, I want to give an update of the fundraising, because the goal is they want you to raise, they ask you to raise like a certain amount of money. And mine just popped at 250, and I'm like, okay, we'll go at 250. This just happened in the last 15 minutes. And let me bring it up. Yeah, it's going to do this a lot tonight, isn't it? Now let's try it. Before presenting screen, remove other media. How weird is that? Okay. We got to remove other media.
I have a lot of stuff loaded here. Was it this one?
It's the one with the.
Oh, I see what it's saying here. Let me remove mine. Okay, here we go. Oh,
It
no,
says
it's
the
not.
fourth president. What is up with?
Oh, shoot.
Okay, I think I got it. There we go, folks. As of tonight, the goal of $250. We are at $285.
Yay!
35
Good
over, and
job.
like I said, this just happened in the last 15 minutes. I don't know if they want to be recognized or not. For one, I want to go ahead and recognize Maya. Thank you for being. You were the first person to donate. She donated $25. The first person out of this person. I know you're watching right now. If I can give you, if I can recognize you, please text me. Let me know, or shoot me a Facebook message, and I will recognize you for that. Because this person's watching, and I don't know if they want to be private or not on this one, but we're at 285. So goals met. And folks, thank you for being a part of it. That's just amazing. And we can still raise more if we need to. And
Awesome.
just something. And I got all kinds of messages, like things popping up. Let's just maintain some people's privacy. Anyway, so that's where we're at. Again, person who's watching, let me know if I can recognize you for that. If not, if I don't hear from you, then I'll assume you want to keep it private. So that's where we're at. The goal is there. It's in sight. 60 miles. And once I put in some new bike tires, it's close. It's going to happen. Unless I completely blow out of the 2 other bikes I have available to me. With the way the march is going, I'm wondering. So with that, it just makes me hungry. When I go out and celebrate this, if I hit it to go tomorrow, I'm going to go out and celebrate it with probably some pizza. Svea saw you knew that transition was coming. We're celebrating a pizza party.
Yum, nom, nom.
What was that? Is that from Brooklyn Boys?
Mm-hmm.
So it
So
looks like pizza.
it's not hot as much as it was when we first started the show because it was sitting out for 30 minutes. But this, surprisingly, has been in the freezer. I reheated it. Whoa, shoot. I just dripped oil on my keyboard.
Yep. We got a couple updates right quick. El Presidente says, hello, Wendy. And I know you'll make that 300-mile goal, James. Thank you very much, Maya. And Wendy says, woohoo, good job.
And she says, you're the one right on top.
Did I say my mom's and James's special month and his brother and his nephew?
Yeah.
And my mom. It's also my mom's special month where our bus to school gets a little shorter in the month of April.
Yes.
And yes, I'm making fun of ourselves. Okay. So
Okay.
pizza. Everything pizza. Let's get going.
I know. So for those of you who don't know, I am involved with a pizza place. Dan and his partner, they bought a pizza place a year and a half ago. And the pizza place is called Brooklyn Boys Pizza. So for those of you who don't know Brooklyn Boys Pizza, it's in Oceanside, California. I'm going to share the link here. Brooklyn Boys Pizza. It is in Oceanside, California. It's a New York style pizza place. They actually have all of the recipes from the original owners, and they basically are perpetuating all those recipes, which is cool. They make the dough, they make the sauce, they shred the cheese there. They don't buy frozen cheese. They make pasta. They have salads. They make Heroes, which is like basically a sub. It's heated up and nice and toasty and melty. They also make calzones. They make strombolis. They have wings that people love. The wings are really popular. And on Instagram, I'm going to just share the profile for that. There's a lot of really great photos of, actually, I'll just share this page since I'm here. There's a lot of really great, a lot of really great photos of the products. Here's the one. It's Brooklyn BB Pizza Oceanside. That's the actual tag for Brooklyn Boys Pizza. And if you can see here, there's a bunch of really fun videos. We have a whole bunch of reels of pizza being made. This is something that I actually started, the Brooklyn Rose. I'm really excited about this. On Sundays, they're going to be available in the case. So the Brooklyn Roses, they're really delicious. It's basically like a cinnamon roll, but it's all pizza stuff. It's super delicious, and it's like a little a bite-sized thing of pizza. It's pretty good, and that kid was so cute. Oh my gosh, he loved it. He was just like, anyway. Yeah, so the Brooklyn Rose is like a new thing, but there's a whole bunch of really great videos. And like this, for example, this is one of our pizza chefs making the pizza from scratch. This I was telling you, usually they don't usually use a roller. They'll actually hand process the dough, and they don't throw it in the air, but that's the throwing they do. It's like stretching it while they're working on it, and then see how big it is. So this is actually from start to finish on making the pizza. That sauce is made there. And I was telling you that you don't have to, like in California, there's no rule to wear gloves while making the pizzas. Of course, the employees' hands are clean, but when it goes through the oven, it gets so hot, everything melts. So it's it's a lot, but it's kind of neat. That's like from a start to finish for the pizza. And it actually here's it coming out. Actually, I think, yeah, this is it coming out. He's making sure it was cooked on the bottom. That's how it looks. And then he cuts it up, and then see how he cut it down the middle? That one picture, it was not cut down the middle. So I was like, what the heck? So that's kind of a cool thing. But for the pizza, they do everything from scratch. And it's kind of a cool thing to know that, a lot of places, when they think about pizza, they think it's all in the freezer and whatever. Yes, it's been over a year, Maya. You really need to go over there. When you're driving up to LA, you should stop in Oceanside, because it's right there off of Jefferson and the 78. It's the first freeway exit. So a lot of people actually drive, when they're driving from San Diego to LA, they do stop and get a pizza. It's so funny, because they'll be like, hey, how'd you hear about it? It's like, oh, I live in LA and I was stopping here on the way out.
No kidding.
Yeah, because on Sunday I help out Dan many times at the pizza place. And what happens is there's many times there's team there's the kid is on some team, and they were competing on the weekend, and they're driving back to LA, or they're there for the weekend and they're driving back to LA. I mean, it's really funny, because I didn't think that many people would, I knew people leave on Sunday, but it's kind of interesting. But okay, so we're segueing. Okay, so the whole episode isn't about Brooklyn Boys. I just was kind of talking about it a little bit.
Like you said, it's heavily influenced to why we might have picked it, and the International Pizza Expo.
Yes. So I actually found an Instagram post about, I found there are 22,000 tags from the Pizza Expo. This is how many, from Instagram, this is how many people actually shared photos from the Pizza Expo. Kind of cool, right? It's a lot. 22,000 photos.
Wait for it to come up. And okay, yay, we got the right one.
Yeah.
That's
so
universal.
Every year, they have this pizza expo in Las Vegas. That's Joe from Joe's Pizza in New York. I don't know everyone. I'm trying to learn. That's Vito. He's kind of like a famous Instagram, YouTube guy. Here's Vito again. I'm trying to learn all the different things, but it's kind of a cool thing, because they have all kinds of machines, the new latest greatest, this is a pasta machine, latest and greatest peels, new sauces, things to try. And they have pizza making contests. I'm sure they have costume contests. I mean, they have all kinds of fun stuff, and there's places that print boxes for you. And this looks like the pizza challenge, like the competition. Look at here's pizza boxes because there's lots. All of the different shops have different pizza boxes. There's so much to see, and I was going to go this week, but we had so much going on with our family and health things. We just decided it's not a good idea to go. But I love gluten. But yeah, I did see there was a San Diego pizzeria called Pizza Sister or Little Sisters Pizza, and they were competing in the pizza contest. I thought that was pretty cool. There's Vito. That's that guy. He's Italian.
Well,
But
you know that's hopefully his real name, not just a stage name type thing.
yeah,
You
no,
know, classic.
no, that is really his name.
Awesome.
Yeah, he has like a kind of an Italian accent, but it's not like Italian from New York accent. It's more like an Italian accent. But it's pretty cool. Like there's like a whole bunch of things to see. I definitely want to go next year. Last year I wanted to go really bad, and Dan wanted to go, but we had to not go because the other partner went with the chef.
Mm.
So he didn't get to go. That guy, I think that's the guy, he was in Sopranos. He's promoting his own sauce now. His Italian sauce. But
Oh my God, Sopranos was so good.
I know, right?
And the pizza.
Look at this. Isn't this crazy? Like this, I mean, can you imagine going to an event where everything is about pizza? How fun is that? Because pizza is such a fun food. This is such a cool dough maker. Oh my goodness. I've seen videos of it. It's really good. And plus, like with that grate, people put their hands in the things and they can like lose fingers. So you got to be careful with those. But this is cool.
I want a finger pizza, but it sounds finger looking good.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bang.
Isn't this crazy? Look at all this pizza stuff. I mean, can you imagine like everything based on it's just so cool.
No kidding. Did you think there's pizza in space?
I'm sure they have pizza in space, but it doesn't taste as good.
I don't know. Should I segue now to that part?
Go ahead.
Or I don't know. I'm asking. Did we?
I'm just scrolling through the photos.
Gotcha. So yeah, there actually is pizza in space. And
Really?
to bring that, let me go ahead and a
Okay,
lot
you're
of
gonna share
22
something?
guys. I want to finish the show with 22,000 photos on this one. But
Okay.
folks,
But
do you,
it's pretty cool. Like if you look up the hashtag Vito and Tony, maybe they are related. I think that'd be very distantly related.
I don't
Yeah, so
I don't tell you look that much alike.
but Maya, you probably would really enjoy it. It's basically like if you love pizza, if it's something that you really love, it's like everything and anything about pizza. Like everyone's talking about pizza the whole time. And actually, I just want to say really quickly, I talked about two other pizza places. There's Angel City Pizza, which let me share the link again. There's Angel City Pizza. That one, they actually knew the previous owners, so we're kind of like a brother store in Venice. And then I just found out that my friend from college, Venetia, her husband is kind of like my husband Dan. He partnered with someone and opened a pizza place. So I just found out, like I saw she was wearing a shirt that says "Women in Pizza." I'm like, wait, are you in the pizza industry? And she's like, my husband. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So I'm trying to help
one of
her.
them shirts.
Huh?
You ask where you can get the shirt.
I need to ask her where she got that shirt because I thought that was really cool. Because going back to Brooklyn Boys, we have a few girls that are actually pizza makers, and a lot of the pizza places are only men making pizzas. So that's kind of a cool thing.
Heck yeah.
Anyway,
All right. Okay, so pizza in space. This is a real thing. I mean, we did it as a joke, but wait, it hasn't happened. And we actually have a guest tonight. Come on briefly, but a guest that sent us a video, and we've never had this person on the show before. They're an expert on pizza and space, and they had a very famous role in a movie in the 1980s. Folks, welcome to Late Night Craft Talk, Pizza the Hut.
We do pizza. What the we do huja. I'm the who will hula. Well, do watch out, Patuto. Maha. Mitaho. Ye had all Utahaka. Mishoto Hika he teacher. Ya. Wutu ho he ha. E hula. Russian Huda Huda. Yuris Yusavash stuff. Become Luta he hito. E the hoot. E ha Huta. He who ha ludo ho. Ito 2017, the Hido 53. Teamed up Wuta Hito, Wikakata, Wuto Shomito, Hoti Hitosh, Wahi Hula, Noto. The Hido Huita, Wuto Hiko Motishita, Muto Huiha, Tohlubo da Huda ha, Taha Huha, ha.
Thank you, Pizza the Hut, even though you are threatening our planet with your mozzarella and pepperoni warriors, enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
So that, folks, was, if you remember the movie Spaceballs, that was the famous Pizza the Hut from the Pizza's Crime Syndicate. You're making me hungry.
It's so good.
The only places open right now I could get a decent pizza, well, I can get a pizza or not decent. But I'm totally going to have some for lunch.
Next time you're in the area, I'll give you a slice of frozen pizza and you can heat it up at home.
Okay.
Yeah. So
guys, yeah.
I was gonna say, whenever you get pizza, doesn't matter what kind of pizza, from wherever you get it from, you can saran wrap all the slices and throw them in the freezer, and then you can reheat them in your toaster oven.
Been doing that for a long time, but a good pizza, like we were talking during the countdown, like a good Italian pizza, stuff like that. There's only two places open. They're kind of near, and one is good pizza, but it's super damn greasy, and I just don't do that anymore. And the other place is just no. I'm not going to name the businesses. One maybe begin with a pop and end with an on. For a split second, I thought you had pizza sauce. I was going to go Svea. It was pepperoni, but you ate it. You just went down there. So I got some pizza facts. You want to hear them?
Share your pizza facts, James.
Let's share the pizza facts. So this is what my mom was reading a couple days ago. And I'm like, we got to put that on the show. So let me do a little quick share screen right here. And this is actually, I'm seriously really, some of the stuff's pretty entertaining, really neat. Okay, let's get rid of Pizza the Hut. And let's try this again. What's up, StreamYard? There we go. So this pizza facts, and some of the stuff's really good. Let's hide that little thing. Okay. The first pizza, there's like 36 facts, but we're not going to cover all 36. That's nuts. When you think of first pizza, you think Italiano, but the origin of pizza goes back to ancient times. Greeks and Egyptians were cooking pizza like flatbread and topping with olive oil and spices. The modern pizza as we know it evolved in Naples, Italy, when tomato was added to it in the late 18th century. Mm-hmm. But look at this. The United States eats 350 slices of pizza every second. Svea's contributing.
Right?
Are you going to eat 350 slices of pizza in 1 second?
No, I'm saying I'm contributing to one of the 350 slices that are being eaten every second.
I'm totally not going to do the math on that because I'll blow people's brains. All right. 93% of Americans say that eat pizza do it once a month. What's your survey? It's like weekly.
I really can't eat it all the time because I need to watch my calories.
Yeah, I've been sent here. The most expensive pizza in the world costs $12,000. You heard this?
Do they put gold on it?
Louis VIII in Salerno, Italy, has the world's most expensive pizza with a price tag of $12,000. This is no ordinary pizza.
Caviar.
First, the dough is aged perfectly before the chef arrives at your home. Yes, they will create this masterpiece in your own kitchen. Some of the ingredients include 3 types of caviar, lobster from Norway, cilantro, bufala. I don't know how to say that. Mozzarella cheese.
Bufala. So bufala is like a very fresh mozzarella. It's usually in the liquid.
Okay,
Like it's like balls of mozzarella that's really fresh. It's not dry.
gotcha. And grains of pink Australian sea salt from the Murray River. $12,000 pizza.
Yeah, it's funny how they
Breakfast
spelled
pizza.
cilantro because they spelled it wrong.
Got it. Yeah. Whoopsie doodles on that part. I'll just blame autocorrect, and they said they typed it on their phone. 36% of Americans believe that pizza is a breakfast meal.
It could be a breakfast meal.
I think it's maybe they'd say that at a necessity because it's probably a lot of college students, and there may be a word involved with when they wake up and have the cold pizza called a hangover.
Well, honestly, like I remember like loving eating pizza for breakfast because it's like if you had a party on Saturday night or Friday night and you have it in the box still, you just heat it up really quick and you have like a really yummy breakfast. And I mean, how is it different? You're eating like bread with like eggs or with cheese and, put some bacon or whatever. That's already like almost completely pizza.
No kidding. I got to drop my jaw at this one. The world's largest pizza right there, number 7. Created December 13, 2012, had a surface area of 13,580.28 square feet. That's bigger than many houses.
How did they even do that?
I don't know. Superman's laser beam eyes? Deep
That's
vision?
insane. Like, how are they going to cook that?
I don't know. We might have to YouTube that on that one. You want to
Oh,
YouTube
there you
that before
go.
I get to this?
That's what you're talking about. A pizza was delivered in space.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about. That's what Pizza the Hut was talking about.
Okay.
That was not me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused because you look so much alike.
Well, the acne maybe when I was a kid made it look like pizza slices.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I mean, when that was being filmed, there's some words that sound kind of like words that Jabba the Hutt would use, and the others may have an influence or a accent of Klingon. It's by coincidence.
By coincidence.
Maybe it's original Hutt thing, their accents. Let's see. Nobody knows how the word pizza originated. Super Bowl Sunday is the biggest day of the year for pizza delivery in the U.S. Go figure.
So you want to hear something really funny?
Bring pizza to the masses.
James, you want to hear something really funny? This year, National Pizza Day was actually on Super Bowl Sunday. It actually was on the same day. Isn't that hilarious?
That is. I didn't know they were that close together, really.
There's a National Pizza Day and it's in February. Yep.
Wow. That works out well.
Yeah.
You want to see the one about World War II fact? World War II trivia?
Yep. Well, put the pizza back up. Okay.
I am. I was about to say the World War II trivia right there. I'm going to make it bigger. Okay. World War II pizza was mostly enjoyed by Italian immigrants in their home communities. During the occupation of Italy, Allied troops began eating local foods to supplement sometimes dwindling rations. The local bakers could hardly keep up with the U.S. soldiers' demand for pizza. When they came home after the war, they brought their love for pizza back with them. Thank you, the greatest generation for pizza in America.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we got some other stuff here that's worth it. We're going to pick a couple more. October's National Pizza Month.
Uh-huh.
Papa's Tomato Pies is America's oldest continually operating pizzeria over there in Trenton, New Jersey.
Really?
Holy cow, look at pizza's a $37 billion a year industry.
Uh-huh.
Wow. One guy ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Oh my God.
I want to think about that. I want to
International Pizza. Do you see that? It says International Pizza Expo. We just talked about that.
Yeah. Pizza Expo. There's an annual Pizza Expo in Las Vegas. There's a mathematical theorem named after pizza. Go figure. There's also pi, 3.14. The Japanese put mayonnaise on their pizza. Did you know this?
Yep. They put mayonnaise on everything.
Gotcha. Anchovies are the least favorite pizza topping in America.
I believe
that
it.
Sounds like a segue.
You know what? We don't even have that at Brooklyn Boys.
Anchovies?
Nope.
I'm actually surprised about that because I have heard people seriously, we talked about this earlier in the week, seriously get into fights over what qualifies as a topping and should not be a topping on a pizza.
I
They get
know. I know.
ridiculously
You're right.
passionate.
You're right. There is definitely a very, very huge debate. Do you want me to tell you what the debate is? What's the most controversial pizza topping?
Go for it, because I know what we're going to say. We're talking about it, and I'm there with you, and we're both fans.
So just so you guys know, the most controversial pizza topping, it's not anchovies, it's pineapple.
Pineapple.
It is such a huge controversial topic. It's almost as bad as when they say for pizza, you're supposed to eat it from the point. Some people like to eat it this way.
Look at Wendy's post. Make this segue be safer for you, right, James? No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
All I got is a scraped up knee.
So Maya was asking me, so I didn't get to go to the Pizza Expo this year. Unfortunately, I really wanted to go. But just with what's been going on with my mom and then Dan's dad and Dan's mom, I mean, it's just been a lot of stuff going on health-wise for our family and a lot of different kind of emergencies, and just there's no way we could go this year. Next year I'm hoping to go because I really want to see it. I really want to go there and see and meet people and talk to people and all that kind of good stuff.
My mouth full of food.
Oh, so Maya responded, it's the best pizza mozzarella ever, the buffata. Let's go back to this.
I'm definitely not sophisticated. We're going to come back to the pineapples because I've never heard of buffalo before.
Oh yeah, it's the fresh pizza.
Let me scroll up for it.
It's up a little bit more.
Pepperoni is the most popular topping.
It was the world's most
Expensive pizza. Right there.
oh yeah,
Number
buffalo.
4.
It's basically like a ball of mozzarella in water, like in the water that it comes in, and it's like a really fresh mozzarella. Because usually when you get like the logs of mozzarella, they're low moisture, so there's no moisture in them anymore.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to pineapple.
Yeah. Let's go back to pineapple.
So
So-
pineapple. Yeah.
If people, if you ask people about pineapple, it's really interesting. Like if you go on your Facebook feed and say, what do you guys think? Pineapple or no pineapple on pizza? And you're going to have a real mixture of people. People are saying, if there's pineapple on it, I'm throwing it in the trash. That deserves to be in the trash can. I mean, I actually really like pineapple on pizza. I've always liked pineapple on pizza. One of my friends from grade school, I remember going to her house and she had ordered pineapple on pepperoni and pineapple together. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so good. And ever since then, I've always really loved the pineapple on pizza.
I generally just like pineapple anyway. I like pineapple on a lot of different stuff. Love pineapple juice and pineapple on pizza right there. But there's probably people that would watch the show right now and go, turn it off and go, never again. Those sinners. I mean, they are crazy passionate that pineapple does not belong on pizza. You know who's also crazy passionate about pizza?
Yeah.
You know who's also
What?
You know who's also crazy passionate about pizza?
Tony?
Nope. We could probably bring that, but we've only got a couple minutes left in the show. We'll let that one go.
The other thing is that people, like I said, people don't like to eat from the crust first.
I'm good with like a crust like that, a good flatbread crust. Those are awesome. I love the stuffed crust, but good cholesterol. Actually, there we go. Kim Jong-un is very fond of pizza, so much that he had Italian pizza chefs flown into Pyongyang to teach the craft. Disappointed with the retention of the new skills. Oh, wait, they know what happened to those dudes. Learned later, he later had representatives flown to Naples and Rome to continue their education before the grand opening.
Nice.
Yeah. Pizza and international relations.
Yeah. Wait, continue the list. Continue. We have to hurry.
I'll do this because there's some really super interesting stuff here. We got right there, the Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. Talk about good timing on this subject and where it just came from.
It was invented by a Greek guy
Who was running a pizzeria in Ontario, Canada, bored with only having 3 toppings available, mushroom, bacon, or pepperoni. He took a can of pineapples from the top shelf and decided to throw it on pizza. The rest is history.
Nice.
It has probably ruined families and marriages and international relations. Thank you, Canada.
I think more traditional people like the traditional pizza, like pepperoni and cheese or sausage and pepperoni, they hate pineapple.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like originally the original.
2 famous people who got their start making and delivering pizzas, Bill Murray and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Cool.
I'm trying to imagine Jean-Claude Van Damme. Dough spinning has its own professional level sporting event. That I knew. The World Pizza Championships, you could be competing against the best in 5 competitive events: freestyle acrobatic dough tossing, fastest dough, largest dough stretch, fastest pizza box folding, and the pizza triathlon. There's also the Masters of Division of Freestyle Acrobatic Dough Tossing. Okay, we're going to do something. We're going to YouTube.
Turn the sound off, please.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Right, pizza triathlon. I want to know what's in a pizza triathlon. So, all the electrolytes of Gatorade.
I would think that they would have to make the dough, bake the pizza, and eat the pizza.
Well, here's one guy. You can see where he's spinning it right there. Okay, here's the pizza triathlon. Minute 4 seconds. Let me turn off the sound as it loads. Let me go full screen on this one. Pizza Whisker, BBC, Traits of Triathlon, first games. Okay. Let's just watch this thing, shall we?
Well, that's at the Pizza Expo.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Pizza
Las Vegas.
triathlon. Okay.
Oh, they make the box. Okay.
Got to make the box. It's a triathlon, 3 events.
Okay, now he's making the pizza dough.
Making the pizza dough. It's not a clean process.
No, that's why that. Okay, so just so you know, like see how the flour is flying everywhere. That's why people generally don't always toss dough, because that has to be cleaned up. That's why when we do the dough at Brooklyn Boys, we do it where it's just kind of like in the space. We don't toss it up, because if you toss it up, then it gets, that flour goes everywhere.
I'm going to tell you, there's some grandmas at powwows that I know are going to be real jealous of that guy's ability to toss it when they're trying to make fry bread.
That's a fry bread.
You got to be thinking what I posted a couple days ago with fry bread being a trash bag while bouldering. Whoa.
So just so you know, when you're doing the pizza, how's that a triathlon though? There's 3 activities. Okay.
I know, I'm kind of wondering.
So he was kind of doing this. So you don't want to open your fingers and do that with the dough, because your fingers will poke holes. What you want to do is you want to kind of leave the center thick with dough and kind of go around, make a kind of a crust and kind of go in the middle. So there's kind of like a hubcap of dough. And then you have to push it flat and kind of stretch it. And then when you put it underneath, you're going to have your hands in a fist like this. James. Like
that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm
you
seeing
don't want to do this
there.
because it will poke holes. Okay.
Well, maybe there's 3 things we caught, but it sure looked like 2 right there. 2 dough, 1 pizza, holding the box. It's 10:59.
Can you believe it? And we didn't even talk about everything. So if you guys are in Venice, let me share really quick. So if you're in Oceanside, come to Brooklyn Boys. But if you are in Venice, make sure to stop by Angel City Pizza. They're actually over in Los Angeles. They have really great recipes. You know, I would say they're pretty much just like us, like Brooklyn Boys. And you can actually see how close they were. Actually, a lot of their customers were directly affected by the fires in LA.
What did I just do?
Huh?
Did I do that? Did you have something up?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna add it back.
Yeah.
Maybe StreamYard's being weird.
StreamYard's being really weird tonight.
So I don't know if you guys saw this. So this is their pizza place. So make sure to stop by Angel City Pizza. They have good stuff there. And then this is the other one. I'm going to share this tab. This is my friend Vanessa, her family.
Oh my God, is that pesto on the pizza?
Yeah. And this is more.
God, I
This
love
is
pesto.
more. When they say wood fire pizza, this is more like the Neapolitan style, where it's with the fire, and then they have this crust that's really kind of really airy. The amount of water that's inside this dough is really high. It's a really high water content, so the dough is different. But anyway, they're in Vegas. So you can see here, they're in Fernley, Vegas. I don't know exactly where that is, but or Nevada. But of course, then there's let me show you. I didn't show you Brooklyn Boys because I showed everyone else. Let me show you guys Brooklyn Boys.
When we do that, when we do that before we close, I want to catch up on the viewer comments.
Okay. And
After you get done with that.
Share that one last page so you guys can see it. This is Brooklyn Boys Pizza. This is in Oceanside. So that's actually like the pizza I was eating, but that's like the Sicilian but this is where we're located right here. So if you're coming on the 5, if you're going north to LA, if you go north to LA on the 78, the very first exit, that's exactly where Brooklyn Boys is. It's a really great location, easy to get to. And this is the menu, so you can see it. And then we have some pictures. Like these are the videos we have of the pizza, the Sicilian, and this is of the the pizzas being made. Actually, I'll show you this. Let me make sure my sound is off. So you can see here, like there's one of our pizza makers. But it's really exciting to just go and eat yummy pizza. Who doesn't love pizza, right?
Any pizza communists?
No.
Any pizza communists hate pizza.
See, there's Dan and Joe.
Nice.
I really like that photo. That's a nice one of them. So, guys, that is our show, huh, James?
We have to catch up on some of the viewer comments real quick.
We talked about so much stuff.
We did. Maya's pro pineapple. Thank you, Team Pineapple.
Yay.
My sister-in-law and I love our pineapple on our pizza. My hubby and mother-in-law do not. Well,
Yes.
at least I hope the family's together, and despite that divisive topic. And Kelly Jo Miller, if it has Canadian bacon, it has pineapple. Is that a real thing?
It's called a Hawaiian pizza.
Got it. Okay. When we order Domino's, I order pineapple and bacon or pineapple and pepperoni.
Yes, pineapple and pepperoni is good.
Which
Actually,
doesn't make
what
it
I really
Hawaiian
love,
then.
I usually like to get pineapple, pepperoni, and onions.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the viewer comments going over, all right, folks, next week's show. Drum roll. Everybody do drum roll. Do drum roll. Drum roll. Next week's show, our co-host is back. Our favorite, Wendy Hodge, is back on the show.
Yay, Wendy!
And we are doing, last year we talked about Asteroid Bennu and the OSIRIS-REx mission, the space probe that went over, scooped up some of the asteroid and brought it back to Earth. And we've been studying. We promised a part 2 to that. Now it has been a year, like a year and 2 months or something like that. We are doing part 2. So we're doing a STEM episode next week. It's going to be smart people stuff. If you watch the show, it's going to make you smarty smart. Not only that, smarty smart. Smarty smart. Yes. So you watch that, folks. It will be STEM. And when we have Wendy on, who is also a science nerd, you know it's going to be good. We're already starting to talk about it. So, because today is going to be at ASU, we'll be checking on ASU Powell. So that is next week's show. Kelly Jo, I need to get you on the show soon. And with that, that's tonight's episode of Late Night Crap Talk.
Yay!
We're gonna do the little special dance. We were dancing during the opening credits, and nobody saw that, but we get into it.
We actually
All
do
right.
dance during the
Oh, we
thing.
do. Okay, getting it up. Let's hope StreamYard doesn't do weird stuff again. Countdown. Where are you?
Oh, just so you guys know, I'm wearing like a pizza shirt. Just like pizza. Like there's like Mickey pepperonis and melty cheese.
Gotcha. New opening. There it is. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a great, wonderful week. Great, wonderful weekend, everyone. From Maya, stay safe. Eat your pizza in all caps is what she put. All right. Let's dance. Words from El Presidente.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Yes. No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Savannah, question
No.
for you.
No more.
If certain percentage of people, Americans, think pizzas for breakfast, could this be a pizza topping?
Yes. Why not?
We need to experiment. All right, folks. If we do this, I'm gonna hopefully not make it too weird. We'll give it next week. See you next week, folks.
Bye, guys. See
Bye.
you.